What if I told you that your biggest failures weren't actually curses? What if they were your greatest teachers, just in disguise? We're going to explore that exact idea through this really powerful story about a milk seller named Sandeep. His journey, well, it gets right to the heart of how we can completely transform our relationship with failure and turn it into our most valuable asset for success.
So just think about this for a second. I mean, really, have you ever had one of those days, or maybe weeks, heck, even years, where it just feels like the universe is conspiring against you? Where every single step forward just leads to two giant steps back? Well, that is exactly where our story begins.
So, let me introduce you to Sandeep. He's a 40-year-old milk seller. And to put it bluntly, his life is a mess. His business is tanking, his cows are weak, and his customers, they're leaving in droves. He feels totally and utterly trapped, like he's cursed by bad luck. But, as we're about to find out, his problems have very, very little to do with luck at all.
Then one morning, bam, it happens. A wheel on his cart just breaks, sending his entire day's supply of milk spilling right into the dust. And why? Because he never checked the wheels, never did any maintenance. It was a failure just waiting to happen, born from simple, straightforward neglect.
And just listen to his immediate reaction here. It's not, wow, I probably should have maintained my cart. Nope. Instead, he blames the world. He sees himself as a victim of fate. He completely misses the lesson that's staring him right in the face. This victim mindset, this belief that his situation is out of his control, is the very first ingredient in his recipe for failure.
So not long after, this huge opportunity lands in his lap. A rich merchant needs 20 liters of milk every single day. The problem? Sandeep's cows only produce about 15. So, instead of being honest, he takes a shortcut. He decides to add water, thinking, hey, who's gonna know? It's a small act of deceit, right? But it's one with absolutely massive consequences.
And the fallout is swift and it is brutal. The merchant's mother gets sick, the milk gets tested, and of course, it's discovered. Sandeep is publicly humiliated, called a cheater, and just like that, the very shortcut he took to try and save his business ends up destroying it completely. He loses everything.
So here he is, at rock bottom, disgraced, ruined. And Sandeep does what, let's be honest, a lot of us might do. He decides to run. He packs a bag, heads for the city, hoping to escape his problems and start over where nobody knows his name. But this journey, it becomes less about escape and a whole lot more about discovery.
On his way, he gets caught in this massive storm. He scrambles for shelter under a huge old tree, which then, with this deafening crack, comes crashing down right in front of him. And when he looks at this fallen giant, he sees it. On the outside, it looked so strong, but its core was completely rotten from the inside out.
And this is his first real moment of self-awareness. It's like a light bulb goes off. He sees himself in that tree. On the outside, he was trying to project this image of a good, honest milk seller. But inside, his character had been corrupted by all those shortcuts and the deceit. The tree's collapse was a perfect mirror for his own.
You see, this moment opened Sandeep's mind to a whole new idea. That lessons don't just come from books or schools. A teacher can be anything. It can be a fallen tree, a chance encounter with a stranger, or even the very failure that you're trying so desperately to run away from. And believe me, he's about to meet a few more. So his education just keeps on going. He meets a young man who failed because he stole a recipe, another lesson that shortcuts just don't work. Then he runs into an old priest who admits that he used to be a lazy farmer, always blaming others for his problems, until a drought forced him to finally take some responsibility. And in their stories, Sandeep has this huge realization. He's not alone. And then the old priest gives him the single most important piece of wisdom in this entire story. This is it, the whole point. Failure isn't the problem. The problem is our unwillingness to actually learn from it. Failure is an instructor, you see, not an executioner. Armed with this completely new perspective, Sandeep makes a pretty radical decision. He scraps his plan to run to the city. Instead, he turns around and starts walking back to his village, ready to face his mistakes head-on. So, what happens next is basically a practical blueprint for how to make a comeback, and it's not built on some grand gesture. It's built on a series of small, incredibly difficult, and totally honest steps that he takes, one by one by one. First things first, he had to face the music. He went to every single person he had wronged and he apologized. Now, this was not easy. He was met with silence, with anger, with outright rejection, but he just kept going. This step wasn't really about getting forgiveness, it was about taking ownership.
Okay, so next, his actions had to match his words. He fixed the very cart he had neglected. He started caring for his cows with genuine love and attention. He stopped cheating. Period. He just focused on the fundamentals, making sure his product was amazing, even if it meant earning less money in the short run. And this shift from blaming fate to taking responsibility, well, it changes everything. It's a slow process. But this new foundation, built on honesty and hard work, it starts to pay off in ways he never, ever could have imagined.
I mean, just look at the two paths he took. They couldn't be more different, right? Deceit led straight to shame and total ruin. But honesty, while it was so much harder at first, it eventually led to restored trust, a respected reputation, and true, sustainable success. He didn't just rebuild a business, he rebuilt his entire character.
You know what I love about this timeline? It's honest. His success was not overnight. It took weeks for people to even notice a change. It took months for that merchant to give him a second chance, and it took years to become truly trusted. Real, lasting change takes time and it takes consistency.
And this is the ultimate transformation. He has fundamentally shifted his entire mindset. The same man who once cried, "Why does this always happen to me?" now asks, "Okay, what can I learn from this?" Every setback, big or small, became an opportunity for growth instead of just another reason for despair.
In the end, Sandeep sums up his own journey just perfectly. The secret wasn't about avoiding failure. The secret was embracing it as his teacher. He stopped running, he started learning, and that simple shift, well, it changed the entire trajectory of his life.
So that brings us right back around to you. We all have our own version of a broken cart or watered-down milk, right? We all have failures we'd much rather forget. But maybe, just maybe, they aren't curses. Maybe they're lessons waiting for us to pay attention. So the final question I have for you is this: what is your failure trying to teach you?